All right, beautiful people, lovers of freedom all over the world, and wherever you're joining us from today, you're welcome to Let's Talk TV. Yes, this is your one and only YouTube platform that gives you only quality news and information on all the activities happening in the land of freedom. Please subscribe to this channel, and I say happy Sabbath day, Shabbat Shalom. Wherever you're joining us from today, I say Shabbat Shalom. To all the Biafrans who are Sabbatarians, wish you a wonderful Sabbath day. Shabbat Shalom. On that note, we say thank you once again for joining us. And straight up to the video you are about to watch. This is actually a continuation of the issue that we've been speaking on concerning the self-referendum. Now, let me pause here and say what I want to say, because this is actually important. Ke ife merenu na ndị Igbo anyị achọrọ ife ọma. Ama m ife m ji na-asụ ihe a n'Igbo. Ke ife merenu na ndị Igbo anyị achọrọ ife ọma. Most of our so-called Igbo brothers, have been the one that has been fighting, the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá. I don't know why. I've tried to understand the issue. Honestly speaking, I've tried to understand the issue of the kind of power, the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá is possessing, or obumaka, jealousy. Because how will an Igbo man come out and the only thing he had to say on social media is the fact that Simon Èkpá is scamming people? I'm still trying to understand this. There's actually a video trending currently, when someone, and the funniest thing is that, the more they do this, they think they are bringing Simon Èkpá's name down. But the reality is that they are propelling him, because most people, in fact, the world globally have actually come out, to see the truth, the reality about this guy. You can call him the bad guy, but to us, he's the good guy. Because I still don't understand why people are busy fighting for the freedom of their people. A man brought out himself to be in the forefront to help Biafrans actualize this thing that has actually been, a fallacy. It has, right from the very day I was born, I've been hearing Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. It's as if it's not coming. And all of a sudden, someone out of nowhere is here, making us see the reality. The reality that, we haven't really seen. We only assume and we pray for. Now we are feeling it. We started feeling it, we started smelling it. Instead of you to pull in your best support for this historic process that is ongoing, the best thing you are doing is to be hitting against this same person. Not just that, you're finding a way to castigate him, and you're finding a way to kill the struggle. And this is why, I'm asking the question. But obodo ni ofe manu ne push this thing, this struggle. Mandi Ibani, Mande Ohaneze, Ndembu, and the rest of them. You see them doing their best to support this person. Because of Nobu Ninkani Nemea, now people are castigating him. It's actually shameful. It's a shameful thing. But notwithstanding, we are always here, in the media to tackle these things, these people. Let Simon Èkpá face his work of doing the self-determination. Let us handle them. Let us take care of them. Since they have refused to repent and join the struggle, we also will continue to give them woto and problem every day. We'll castigate them back. It's as simple as that. They will not distract others from doing the needful in the struggle. Choose where you belong and stay where you belong. But while you choose, remember to choose wisely. Follow who know road. That is just what I have to say. Please enjoy this wonderful video of the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá this wonderful Saturday. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel. We also urge, please show us your love and support in any way you can. Go to the comment section and we will give you our account number. Enjoy.
Only when they will be seeing what other people are doing in other regions. That is it, but it is not possible because they are not representing your interest. Another funny story they tell you is that, oh, you're asking for a referendum. There is no referendum in Nigeria Constitution. And you want to live without the possibility of referendum in your constitution? They say, oh, you have people in the National Assembly, let somebody raise the emotion. They know that when somebody raises that emotion, the person will be assassinated. If he's not assassinated, they will render him useless. So nobody dare to raise such emotion in the National Assembly. They tell you, oh, it is not in the Constitution. Why would you not have it in the Constitution? Because it was a deliberate act on the evil entity. But today, we have outsmarted them. The same Nigeria do not understand that in the Charter of Africa, the Charter of, is it the ECOWAS Charter also on human rights, the Article 21, gave that particular right for self-determination. And you can't have a self-determination where you do not have the opportunity for people to choose how they want to live their life with that particular article on self-determination. And because they know that a day like will come when Nigerians, those who find themselves in Nigeria area, will be tired and sick. So they think that by removing referendum in constitution, they have outsmarted everybody. Come and do referendum now. Today, we are doing it and we have outsmarted them. And I want every one of you to understand that Biafra government is a legitimate government in exile. Legitimate government in exile. It didn't start from us. We are not the first people who have government in exile. The only thing is that we know the right of the government in exile. And that right is what we are exercising to the fullest. Many people don't understand the right of government in exile. We do. I personally understand the right of government in exile. And every right of government in exile, I am going to practice. I am going to make sure that that right is used for the interest of Biafra liberation. I will even invent another right on top of the government in exile, because Nigeria, as a complex country, a very dangerous country, requires a very complex solution. So what we are doing today, and what I am doing today as the Prime Minister of Biafra, is to make sure that I use every mechanism, both known to international law and those that nobody has ever used, to make sure that I dissolve Nigeria for the restoration of Biafra. And it is going to work. And after this mechanism have worked, and Biafra have been declared, restored. Many people who wish to have their freedom will also adopt this particular mechanism we are using today, and it will work for them. So when they tell you who have done it before, tell them, if nobody have done it before, we are doing it now. Ask them, have you seen a nation where there is no provision for people to have their democratic right? Have you seen any country where you have a constitution and they know a solution to a futuristic crisis? And they know that the solution could be to have a clause for referendum in the constitution, and they remove it. Tell them, have you seen a country like that? So we will devise a means of solution to our own peculiar problem, which we are facing today. And that solution, we have found the solution, we've discovered the solution, and we are applying it to our problems, and it is solving it. It is very, very important that you participate in this referendum that is ongoing. We have had the sit at home for the past 2.5 years, and it will continue. We want to incorporate this sit at home to this referendum. It is gradual thing, step by step. You know, when we were doing all those things from the beginning, a lot of people don't understand what we are doing. Today, when we were telling you that in February we are going to start voting, they didn't believe us. They thought it was a joke. We are waiting. February 1st is coming now. Let's see how they are going to conduct a referendum in exile. We want to see how you want to conduct a referendum in exile. Is it not happening today? Do you know how nations, developed nations, where most of you are living today, do you know how they conduct what we call survey in order to implement policies in the different government? Do you understand? Do you know that? Do you know that every country in Europe, every country in Schengen state, before they enact a law, they have what they call survey. Survey is done using the same mechanism of our self-referendum today. They conduct survey. And the result of that survey is what they are going to use to begin to amend their law, amend their policies for the interest of their citizens. In Finland, before anything is changed, they conduct survey. And that survey is the opinion of the people. Opinion of the people is the only thing that matters. Most of the small-scale businesses, especially in cities, in counties, when you begin to make a law or a policy to develop your counties, you have to then consult the small-scale business owners. What we are going to do, how do you think it can affect the GDP of this county? How can we do it to make sure that the environment, the city is business friendly? How do we do it so that people can patronize your businesses and you can pay tax to the city and the GDP of the city can rise to what it was last year? How do we make this happen? If we build more parking space, do you think it will bring more people to shop in this city? If we build more underground parking spaces, do you think it will boost your businesses, your sales in this city? If that is going to help, let us build more parking spaces. Because many people in a developed country, they want to go to shopping in a place they can easily park their car, go to shopping, come back, have access to the car, and go back to their homes. Many people want to go in a city where the transportation is very clear. You don't need to know, you don't need to look for which bus I'm going to enter, which train, which tram I'm going to enter. Everything is easy. the more easy it is, the more patronizing you will get. You will get more people to patronize your city. And the more people you get in your city, the more income the small-scale business owners will earn. The more income they earn, the more tax they pay to your city. This is simple arithmetic. And by doing that, you are developing and building the economy of your state. From there, from county to state level, from state level, from district to county, from county to state level, and to national. This is how progress are made in these countries where some of you live today. And because we are in the system and we have learned how it works, just like the glimpse I'm just giving to you now. That is exactly what we are doing today. So every decision that the government in any county is going to take, the opinion of the residents, the opinion of the citizens must be taken into consideration. But in Africa, I'm not even talking Africa, in Nigeria, it is not like that. But in Biafra, it is going to be like that. The opportunity is here before you. Once we have reasonable numbers of votes, you think we are expecting to get 20 million? Who they look for 20 million? Once we have a reasonable number of votes, that's it. That's it. It is going to be scale. The scale of people that voted in the general election, with everything, resources they have gathered, only 4 million people voted in the entire South, South, and Southeast. So who is looking for 20 million? But I want to have it in order to shake the world with what we're going to do. I'm just giving you a simple logic. How many people voted in the last general election? Less than 5 million people. Less than 5 million. So let us have 2 million and you see what will happen. I will stop the voting. I'm telling you. And this is something that I am expecting that, boom, we need to start seeing this number rolling. Because election and referendum is something that people are very reluctant. Even in an independent state, where you are going to ask the opinion of the people, of the citizen, there are people who will still not go out and vote. You can imagine in a country of the so-called 200 million people, over 200 million people, how many votes did you hear them announce in the last general election? How many people voted in the presidential election? Is it up to 20 million? How many million did they assigned to the criminal in Aso Rock? Was it not 10 million? How many votes was the second person? Was it not 7 or so? How many votes did Obi get? Obi get 5 million or 6 million altogether. So when you calculate them all together, how many people voted? Apart from the 200 and something million people. And then put it into scale of preferences. How many percent? We know what we are doing. We will tell these people that the brain of Biafrans and the brain of those piloting this movement is ahead, 1,000 years ahead of them. And we are writing this history by ourselves, our own history. Nobody will write it for us. What we do today, what we decide to do today, become our history. And what we decide to do today, become our law. How we want it, whatever we decide to do today, become our policy. And we are doing it. Nobody is going to impose their policy or their law on us. Whatever that is going to make Biafra exit Nigeria become our policy, and we are going to adopt it. Whatever that is going to make Nigeria to suffer for what they have done to us become our measures. That's exactly what we're applying. Every mechanism that will crush Nigeria and crash the economy of Nigeria, we are adopting those mechanisms. So forget all the distraction here and there. We don't need them. They will come, they will cry, but we will remain focused and silent. Remember that when we started the Biafra Republic government in exile, they laughed at us. As I'm talking to you today, there are many politicians in Nigeria who are, mocking the government. Oh, you people are in exile and stay in exile because they don't know what is government in exile. These are idiots. These are fools who don't even know anything about international law, who don't know anything about policies. That's why they don't even know what is rule of engagement. They kill their own citizens. The citizens they should protect. And they brag about it. Today, they never ever believe that Biafrans will rise up and take a position and make decisions that are tough. And many tougher decisions are coming because we just started now. We have opened the gate of hell on Nigeria. They can never survive the insecurity until Biafra declaration. They will never ever survive the insecurity. The insecurity will spread across Nigeria. Everywhere will be on fire because the country that kills its own citizen has invited a very ruthless resistance. This insecurity can never stop. Rather, it is called the festival of fire. Everywhere. Many people say we should take the war to Nigeria. I look at them and I laugh. What you don't know is bigger than you. Should they want to fight in Biafra land? Every arsenal is in Biafra land. All right. We are waiting for them to start using it. For the past 2.5 years, thousands of terrorists have come in the name of military. They will come and they will die. But before 2022, every single thing that happened in Biafra land will get killed. We go to the street, we get killed. If we stay in the road, we get killed. We go to the checkpoint, you get killed. Every single thing you do as a Biafran, you get killed. They even arrest those who wear Biafran flag and stuff like that and molest them. Today, we are not going to the streets to protest. We don't need to protest. Protest can never give you freedom. Going to the street and start constituting nuisance can never give you freedom. And that's why immediately we came on board, we stopped everything street protest. This rubbish. Nobody listening to you. They only see you as a tout. Today, we have a better way to protest. The better way is arm yourself, and when they come, you fight each other. Who overpower each other become the winner. And today, we are overpowering them in every attempt they have made. This overpowering will continue because we are just starting. From weekend going forward, from last weekend, the gate of hell has been opened on Nigeria. And I employed all of you, the Biafra people in the homeland, to remain focused, security conscious. Make sure that as many as possible, you help people as many as possible to participate in the voting. We want to keep this terrorist Nigeria busy while the voting goes on. They will see insecurity that they have created. Everywhere in Nigeria will be burning. That is what they have done to themselves. So Biafra people, please enjoy the voting in the comfort of your shops, comfort of your zone, of your home, comfort of your school, your working place, anywhere you are in Biafra land, pick up your phone and vote. While you are doing that and laughing, things will be happening all over Nigeria. Thank you. And Minister of Communication and the Deputy, you people can take it off from here. But before that, please, from this moment, nobody in the Biafra government cabinet, nobody broadcasting under the media team of the Biafra government will be allowed to appear in any space hosted by Harry from this moment. You are banned from appearing in any space hosted by Harry. There is no time for gossip and distraction, and nobody will distract this movement. Not at this critical time that people will gather on space and be gossiping about something that doesn't make anything. So anybody in the cabinet, if you are seen in a space being hosted by Harry, you are gone from the government. Thank you.
Thank you, Obato Bie, our able, formidable, capable PM. You're welcome, sir. Thank you so much, sir. My minister is here, sir. Please, can you also make him a co-host, sir? My information minister is here. Mazi Parawasani. Mazi Soni, you're welcome. And everyone, you are welcome. I'm going to be bringing you in right now. So please, you can see the season that we are in. We are not entertaining gossip, no dull moments. This is a moment of action, action, action. So please, if you have any question for the Prime Minister, and you know how busy our PM is right now, please, if you have any question, please, you just go ahead and bring your question very, very quickly. As I have brought you all in, you need to raise your hands to ask a question. Before the hands will be going up, I am curious to give the microphone to this American flag, the brother here, Chima. Chima, unmute yourself. If you have a question for my Prime Minister, go ahead and ask. You have 60 seconds, please. Do that very quickly. You're welcome. Chima, please take the microphone.
Yeah, good afternoon from everyone.
You're welcome. Chima, I'm not hearing you. You need to unmute yourself. If you're not ready, I'll give the microphone to someone else.
Can you guys hear me now?
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. I salute your courage for everything you've been doing. I respect you. You said something very striking. You said a country where in their constitution it was intentional. They didn't include anything referendum because they knew one day a day like this would come. So they didn't include anything referendum in their constitution so that people will not, everybody will become in that slave camp. Nobody will have any option to want to leave. And what do we do? Like you said, what do we do? Should us fold our hands, our arms, and stay in the union that we're not supposed to be in? We have to do, like in your previous broadcast, you said, we have to make our own history. Other people have made their own history. We have to make our own history. Just like this referendum we are doing now. Russia conducted a referendum in the Donbass area, the Russian-speaking region in Ukraine. They already conducted their own referendum over there. Since the UN is playing politics, they don't want to conduct referendum in that region so that the Russian-speaking Russians can leave Ukraine. They conducted their own referendum. So we have to create our own history, our own path to history, which other people will learn from, which is what you're doing. So I'm just trying to rephrase what you've said so that people that didn't listen to the broadcast, they will learn. Because people keep saying, referendum is not in the constitution. Why do you guys want to go ahead and do a referendum? We have to create our own history. And like you said, if they said they are not okay with our own referendum, then let the UN come and conduct their own supervised referendum. That is just all I want to contribute to our PM. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for you understand it very, very well, very, very clear. And that is the message that every one of you here should carry and spread it and let it go to every cranny of Biafra, including those who believe in what we are doing and those who do not believe in what we're doing. This is the topic and this is the message for everybody to be broadcasting going forward until further notice. Nothing else. Nothing else. This is just it. Thank you.
Thank you, my able PM. We have one mic, and that one mic is given to us to broadcast for our referendum. Until that happens, nothing else. Our PM, we understand that very, very well, and we are not going to do anything other than that. Please, I'm giving the microphone to my able Information Minister, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Akbarawa. Is that not Akbarawa Sonny? Who is okay? Yes, that's Akbarawa Sonny. Mazi
Only
Akbarawa
one.
Sonny, please take the microphone.
Only one, or I know be two. I salute my Prime Minister and my Minister Vam 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 and all Biafrans and lovers of freedom gathered here today, and all the ministers of BRGIE, and most especially super thanks to my Biafran brothers and sisters, our mothers and fathers and grandfathers and children that have made us proud. Your record of topping the vote, even on the very first day, shows that you have really faced the brunt of one Nigeria in different ways, more than those that are enjoying in the diaspora. So I want to give a super kudos to all of you. And like my Prime Minister have said it all, we are going to make sure 80% of our media broadcasts, publications, and everything we do is on the referendum. Going forward, 80% of everything we do on the media, whether you're in the media team or not in the media team, whether you're loyal to the Biafran government or you're not loyal, as far as you're a Biafran, and you know that freedom is the cause that will liberate all of you, please do this. Key into what we are doing, share the message and educate others and teach them how to vote. Help them to input their data in the system and let them cast their vote. Thank you so, so much. Now, a lot of us are here and we speak of Russia, we speak of Ukraine, and we speak of America. We speak of China, we speak of India, and then we post their own ways and manners of freedom. But when you check our Twitter handles, we don't post anything about the Biafra which we come from. Chima, I just finished speak now. Chima, there is nothing on Biafra on your page. And many of us here are like that. But we are so imbibed with the freedom strategies of every other countries, and we reckon on their template. Then we use it to educate my Prime Minister and to educate many other people and educate all Nigerians. But we don't post anything that has to do with the same freedom that we are talking about. Wear the uniform of Biafra on you, share everything, post it yourself, retweet the one the Prime Minister does. That is the only way you can be a real Biafran and to carry